Hi everyone, this is Adam from Astro House, and I'm here again with our FreeWrite. I'm going to walk you through all of the basic functions of getting your FreeWrite up and started and connected and ready to go. There's this little tab, it says start here. We're going to open it up. Inside we have our FreeWrite in a nice protective cloth bag. Take off the foam inserts here. There's another video where we do a more thorough unboxing, and you can find that as well. But for now, we're just going to quickly go through it, get our FreeWrite out. Here's our brand new FreeWrite. It's beautiful, isn't it? So again, we have our e-ink screen, works inside, outside, in direct sunlight, very easy on the eyes. We have our durable aluminum housing, power button, large folder and Wi-Fi switch so you know exactly what you're doing, and of course our beautiful mechanical keyboard, which you're really going to love. So to get started, very simple. Take it out of the box and push the power button. Quickly you'll see that there's an Astro House logo, and this is going to start the boot up process for the FreeWrite. Once it's done booting, you're going to see a few splash screens telling you where to go to manage your device. And then it says it's time to begin. Push new and new to start your first draft. So you'll see here that there's two red keys, one on each side. They're both labeled new and new. And the idea is that you push both of them at the same time to start working. This is also an indicator to you about how to create a new draft. So we're done with our draft. Now what? We have a bunch of writing. It's in the FreeWrite, and we want to get it out. So the first time that we do that is we have to connect to Wi-Fi. And so what we're going to do is we're going to move this switch over to the right and into the new position, and it's going to scan for the networks in our location. For us, it's going to be the AstroNet. We're going to select out using the number, and then we're going to type in the password for the network here. Once we've typed in the password, it's going to try and connect. Hopefully, if we've typed in the password correctly, it will then ask us, what email address would you like to log in with? And you're going to see that there's a couple extra prompts when it's your first time. So I'm going to log in with my email address. It's going to ask me to confirm my email address. And once we've logged in, we're ready to go. And that's it. Everything that you've just written is now in your new account. You've also should have received an email with your temporary password. And you can then use that password and your email address to log into Postbox. The first time that you log into Postbox, it's going to walk you through a very simple set of instructions to ask you about what cloud services you'd like to connect to, what languages you type in, and that's about it. And again, you are then ready to go. So now we've successfully connected to our network here. We've set up our account. Inside of your email, you will have received a temporary password from us, but you can actually just keep going on the FreeWrite. And you'll see here that it says your email address. It has two complete bars on the left and right. It has today's date. It has what folder you are writing in, and it also has an EN for the language of the keyboard that you are currently writing in. In that area, we call this the console. And we actually have multiple console windows for you to look at. And the way that you look through them is by hitting the special key. So the second console window shows some information about your writing session. It calculates the reading time for how long your document is, how many words are in your current document, and how many characters. The third screen is a simple analog clock. The fourth is a kind of a funky digital clock. And the fourth one, which is really useful, is a timer. So for a lot of folks, they like to write to a timer, write for a goal. Maybe they wake up in the morning and write for 20 minutes. this is a great way to do that. And of course, the very last console screen is a blank option, so you can have the true distraction-free experience. On the left here, we have our folder switch. We'll just go back to our main console screen. And this folder switch allows us to switch between 3 different folders. We have A, B, and C. And these correspond to folders in your file system in Dropbox or Evernote or Google Drive, for example. And so you know exactly where your documents are going. And what we did here is we didn't want to have a complicated file tree because most people are really only working on a few documents at once, or at least a few work streams at once. So if you imagine each one of your work streams would get a specific folder. Maybe folder A would be your blog, folder B would be your morning notes, folder C would be your Scratchpad or your recipes or anything else that you choose. It's really completely up to you. But what I can do is I can move this switch into the A position, and you can see that we're back right where we left off when we were writing in folder A. Now, of course, if this is your first time using the product, you're not going to have anything in there. We'll go back to B, and look, we're back with our original document. Same thing with C. So the idea being you can get to any of your active documents very quickly just by moving this switch. On the right side is our Wi-Fi switch, which we've already explored. The only thing that we haven't talked about is moving this to the off position. And you'll actually notice very small here, but you can actually see there's now broken bars to the left and right of your email address. And this indicates that we are no longer connected. You're still connected to your account, but you're not connected to the network. And so if you keep typing here, all of your documents are still being saved, and the next time you connect to the network, it's just going to sync those right up into the cloud. You don't even have to do anything, and everything is saved. A couple other features of the product that are very useful. One, we have a key here called Send, and what that does is it sends the current document in both a PDF and text format back to the email address that you're currently logged into. So this is your device, your email is always going to be logged in, and every time I press send, that's how your document will get into your email. And it's just a very simple, quick way to get a document out of the machine. Of course, you don't have to do that all the time. The device is saving to the locally onto its own internal storage, and it's also saving to the cloud. So the send button is just for these one-off instances when you really just need to get to it quickly. Maybe you need to get it on your phone, somewhere else. The last thing that I want to show you is one little special trick where if you hold down the space bar, it will tell you how much battery life you have left and also when's the last time this draft was synced. And you can see draft was already synced to Postbox. That means everything is 100% synced. And that's it. When you're in another language layout for your keyboard, let's say I've installed Chinese or Korean or German, when you hold down this long press of the spacebar, it will actually give you a map of the keys. And we did this because we're only shipping English letters on our keyboard, and so if you're typing in German, the layout is different, and that's just a quick reference to know exactly what each of the letters on the keyboard are corresponding to. At the very end, when you're done, again, there's nothing to do other to make it save. It's already saving and syncing all the time. You simply press the red button, and it goes to sleep. And that's it. So that's a little bit about the FreeWrite. I hope that is enough to get you started. Now the next challenge for you is to write 1,000 words. See how long it takes. You'd be surprised. The FreeWrite will get a lot of words out of you. So we're really excited for you to try it. Also check out our community forum at community.getfreewrite.com. Go there, talk to other fellow writers, and find out some of their tips and tricks. Also, there will be more videos about all the features of the FreeWrite, so check it out. Thanks.